Karen, please take the roll call.
Vice Mayor Satula,
Here.
Councilman Smith,
Here.
Town Manager Hicks.
Mayor Pollan is out on vacation today, so he will not be attending. I'd like to make a motion for the approval of minutes for July 1 town meeting and the June 24 work session minutes.
Mr. Vice Mayor, I move we accept the minutes as presented.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now on to the reports of officers, board, and committees. Karen, please, would you report the permits, buildings, and sign reports?
Building use and occupancy sign permits issued during the month of July 2019. Building permits, Rainbow Construction, 29 Stewart Place. What is that? Sorry. Single family dwelling. Sorry, it's been a while. Use and occupancy permits on 7/30/19, Ricky and Renee Posey, 21 East Poplar Lane, addition. Temporary use and occupancy permits, none were issued during the month of July. Demolition permits, Paul Davis Restoration on 7/9/19 for 10 Helen Court, demo existing townhouse damaged by fire. Grading permits on 7/18/19, Lamika Maggi at 5 Joanne Court for removal of 2 trees and the roots. No sign permits were issued during the month of July, and no temporary sign permits were issued during the month of July.
Thank you. There will be no finance reports as Ginger is sick today. There will be no town manager's report, but Ryan, would you please read the code enforcement report?
Sure. There'll be 2 reports given for town manager and finance next month. Also, there's no planning commission. Code enforcement report, July 2019. The town issued 51 notices of violations during the month. 7 grass and weeds, 5 rubbish and garbage, 2 work performed without a permit, 3 rental license violations, 9 property maintenance, 1 electrical hazard, 2 egress violations, 6 grass and weed fines, 1 work performed without a permit fine, 2 property maintenance fines, 4 rubbish and garbage fines, 1 maintenance nuisance fine, 1 zoning livestock fine, pig, 3 property maintenance citations, and 1 grass and weed citation.
Mr. Hicks.
Yes, sir.
Can you just briefly touch on why it's important for someone to get a permit?
The
for their-
permit, a lot
when
of
they do
folks
work?
believe that when we require them to obtain a permit, it's for the town's benefit, like we're making money off the permit or something like that, and that's truly not the case. The permit is to protect the permit holder. So it actually protects you as the owner of said property. So when you pull a permit, things are done properly. It has certain rules and regs that need to be upheld, and that's just all we're doing. We're looking out for the benefit of the property owner. So it serves no real benefit to the town. It's not a money-making mechanism for us. It's to help you all out as the property owners.
Especially when you're dealing with the insurance, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now on to Parks and Rec Committee reports and the Environmental Sustainability Committee report with Mr. Curtis.
Okay, it's that time of year we're going to do another community cleanup in September. We're looking at Saturday, September 21st, along Mattawoman Creek. So if anyone would like to come help us, we generally start around 9 o'clock and end about 12. Last April, we picked up 650 pounds of trash. They included a bowling ball, a VCR, tires, and things of that nature. So we're trying to keep the creek clean. Many of us like to go down there and fish and see the water, but we have to do our best to keep that clean. So September 21st. The town is in partnership with the College of Southern Maryland, and the continuing education arm of the College of Southern Maryland has worked very diligently to get grants. So they have a certified structural welder program. It's free of charge to you. You can, welding is very lucrative. Not many people know how to do it. So if you'd like to participate in that program, please contact Miss Tara Jones, and that's TARA.Jones at mcet.org. And her phone number is 301-934-7502. And that's a structural welding certificate. It's free of charge to you. They have 50 slots, so slots go quickly. So she sent me that this week, so I wanted to get that out to you. And that's all I have for Parks and Recs, Environmental Sustainability.
Thank you, Councilman, for that information. Now on to Bureau of Fire Prevention Report, Mr. Wayne Higdon.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Wayne Higdon, the Deputy Chief. Jeff's on a mission with the Maryland Fire and Rescue. Tonight's registration night for future emergency medical technicians, so he's one of the instructors. So more power to him. We need EMTs and firefighters. Report for the past month, July, we had 32 ambulance calls, EMS, and we had 22 fire responses. A couple things too to pass along. We do have smoke alarms, the new ones, the 10-year ones, at the station. If you need one, contact one of us or come by Thursday evening during our drill at a meeting. We can get your information from you. What they're doing now, if your smoke alarm is over 10 years old, they want it replaced with the new ones. The new ones have the lithium-ion batteries, and you put them up on the wall and forget about it for 10 years. When it's time to change it out, you throw it away and put the new one up. So it's a pretty good concept. You don't have to worry about people stealing the batteries out of it anymore for their radios or their electronic equipment, so that's good. Couple safety things too. Haven't had a lot of storms, but if a tree comes down on in your property or by your property or in the street, try to stay away from it because you don't know if you have power lines mixed in with the tree. Let SMECO or at least call 911. We can check it out. Also, there's a no open burning regulation in the town, just in case you're thinking about burning some yard waste or something. Just bag it and they'll pick it up for you. This past, July, we assisted the town, the 4th of July events. We had fire and EMS on standby, and we had food and refreshments set up in the station for anybody that needed it, especially the police, the deputies. They come in and refresh themselves. And then this Tuesday night, which is tomorrow night, we'll have National Night Out, and we'll have a fire prevention display right out in front. And in closing, we can use volunteers. If you want to come up for fire training and EMS training. If you're over the hill, the auxiliary could still use you, but we need all the help we can get. So if you tell your youngsters in the family, come on up. Thursday nights is our 7:30 is our training nights, and we can use your help, and we'll see if you're interested. Thank you.
Wayne, I have one question related to the open burn. A fire pit does not constitute open, that it violates the open burn. Is that correct?
Fire pit in your property, or I guess it's okay. I guess they're just worried about don't burn up your trees up or something that fell on your yard or something.
As long as it's a recreational fire pit.
Right, that's it. Okay.
Thank you.
The Community Affairs, Karen.
As Wayne just mentioned, National Night Out is tomorrow night, Tuesday, August 6th, here inside the building and on the outside grounds. It's from 6 to 8. It's a free family event. It's everyone's invited. You don't have to live in the town to come to our events. You will have the Sheriff's Office National Night Out Coloring Contest for ages 4 to 12. And those are submitted, and whoever is chosen as winners, they host an awards night in October, and I believe it's SMECO partners with them and donates money for some really cool prizes for all of the kids that countywide that win. Of course, we'll have displays and demonstrations, fun activities. Cookout food will be served, and we have live entertainment featuring the Bucket List Band. They'll be inside here on the stage, and DJ Cyborg will be on the outside. Actually wants to be outside on the front porch area this year. We remind everybody to take a bite out of crime and leave your porch lights on sundown to sun up. And we will be scheduling, myself and Officer Dooley are going to work with the Crime Prevention Unit and the community organizer for the Sheriff's Office, and we'll be scheduling a Crime Watch, Neighborhood Crime Watch meeting in the month of September once we get school underway, and we're going to get it scheduled here in the next week or two, and then we'll start announcing it. We have Grandparents 55 and Older Night this Thursday, August the 8th from 6 to 8. It's indoors here, and it's a lovely dinner that's prepared by the Community Activities Committee volunteers and delightful entertainment featuring the Port Tobacco Pickers Bluegrass Band. And you don't have to be a grandparent or 55 and older. It's certainly open to anyone of any age, but we just call it that, just to be cool. And our annual Kids Back to School Night is on Thursday, August 22nd, here inside the building from 7 to 9. The doors open at 6:45. It's free admission. You get dinner, snacks. We have fun things to do, and it's co-sponsored with NETS, the Neighbors Eager to Serve organization, and we will be giving away door prize drawings of loaded backpacks for pre-K through 8th grade for Indian Head Elementary and General Smallwood Middle School and homeschooled students. And we will have other door prizes available for everyone. And the Charles County Public Schools Lunch on Us program is still going on until August 16th, Monday through Friday. You can pick up a cold bag lunch here in town at 2 locations, in Charles Landing Apartments, which is also known as Jamison Court, at the playground area from 12 to 12:30, and Woodland Village Park off of Thompson Lane, also known as Simmons Park. That's from 12:45 to 1:15. You do go there, and they do ask you to consume the meal there. It is a cold lunch, and they like you to sit at the picnic tables and enjoy the company of everyone else. And then in addition to that, the Summer Meals Plus program will take over August 19th through August 30th because school doesn't start until the Tuesday after Labor Day. And that will be from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. You can pick up a grab-and-go lunch that is not refrigerated, and that will be picked up at the Indian Head Town Hall between, again, the hours of 11:30 and 1:30 p.m. You just go in, and we're not going to let you grab it and go. We're going to have you ask for it, and we'll hand it to you. So, and that's it in a nutshell for me. Any questions? Everybody's invited to all of our events, so please come out and have a good time.
Thank you, Karen. Now on to Community Policing Report by Officer Dooley.
Hey everybody, no major trends to report in the past month. Seems like the thefts from vehicles slowed down a little bit, so hopefully that stays that way. Yeah, like I said, really nothing to report. Please continue to keep locking your doors. Hopefully people are listening, and that's what's stopping the thefts from vehicles. And please call us if you see any suspicious activity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Officer. We have briefings none. Presentation, recognition, resolution, ordinance, and petitions. We do have resolution. So on to Karen Williams here. So we make a motion.
Am I doing the proclamation first?
Which one? Would you like the proclamation?
She has it first.
Yes. She's going to do the proclamation for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do the proclamation for the National Night Out first.
Okay. Town of Indian Head National Night Out 2019. Whereas the National Association of Town Watch is sponsoring a unique nationwide crime, drug, and violence prevention program on August 6, 2019, entitled National Night Out. And whereas the 36th Annual National Night Out provides a unique opportunity for the town of Indian Head to join forces with thousands of other communities across the country in promoting cooperative police community crime prevention efforts. And whereas the town of Indian Head plays a vital role in assisting the Charles County Sheriff's Office through joint crime, drug, and violence prevention efforts in Charles County and is supporting National Night Out 2019 locally. And whereas it is essential that all citizens of the town of Indian Head be aware of the importance of crime prevention programs and the impact that their participation can have on reducing crime, drugs, and violence in Charles County. And whereas police community partnerships neighborhood safety, awareness, and cooperation are important themes of the National Night Out program. Now therefore, the mayor and town council do hereby call upon all citizens of the Indian Head to join the National Association of Town Watch in supporting the 36th Annual National Night Out on August 6, 2019. Further, let it be resolved that the mayor and town council do hereby proclaim Tuesday, August 6, 2019 as National Night Out in Indian Head, Maryland. Signed this 5th day of August, 2019.
We'd like to ask that everyone turn on your exterior light in your home during the National Night Out. Mr. Vice Mayor, I'd like to move we accept the proclamation as read.
I second it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Ayes have it. Now on to resolutions.
Resolution, Council for the Town of Indian Head, Resolution 080119, introduced by Mayor and Council, date introduced, adopted, effective August 5, 2019. A resolution reappointing a member and appointing 3 members and establishing their terms of office to the Indian Head Planning Commission for 5-year terms. Whereas the following members have expressed a desire to serve as members of the Indian Head Planning Commission, and whereas Chapter 3, Article 4, 3-24B of the Code of the Town of Indian Head empowers the Town Council of Indian Head to make appointments to the Indian Head Planning Commission. Now therefore be it hereby resolved by the Town Council of Indian Head, Maryland, that Section 1, the following individuals are hereby appointed to the Indian Head Planning Commission for 5-year terms of office as noted below. Reappoint Wayne Higdon, 304 Bland Drive, expiration date August 2, 2024. Appoint Kelly White, 23 Potomac Avenue, expiration August 2024. Appoint Brian Israel, 4228 Indian Head Highway, Unit A, expiration August 2024. And appoint Anthony McFarland, 4130 Arthur Ross Place, expiration date August 2024. Section 2, be it further resolved that all resolutions or parts of resolutions in conflict herewith being the same are hereby repealed to the extent of such conflict. Section 3, this resolution shall be in full force and effect on the 5th day of August 2019.
Mr. Vice Mayor, I move we adopt the resolution as read.
I second it. Any discussions? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So the ayes have it.
I'd like any of the appointees, I see Mr. Higdon and Mr. Israel, but if then any others are in the audience, would you please stand? Brian, please stand. And the reason I want them recognized is they joining these committees really is a duty that goes, first of all, it's free, right? And it goes unnoticed, but they do a lot of good work in keeping the planning of the town moving forward and keeping the zoning in place. So they do a lot of good work for us. They do all the heavy lifting. So when it comes before the council, our decisions are pretty easy because these things are thought out. So I want to thank you all for your service. And I also want to extend thank you to those individuals who are going on to do other things, who have served the town for a number of years. I'd like to thank them as well.
Echo that sentiment. Thank you and congratulations to the newly appointed. So ordinances, none. Petition, none. Unfinished business, none. New business, none. And now on to miscellaneous. Announcement of upcoming meetings. Most of them have already been announced. Things that are missing out here: flea market, Saturday, August 10, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Village Green. Farmers and Craft Market is ongoing Thursdays, April 4 to October 3rd, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Village Green. Community Relations Comrail, Tuesday, August 20 at 8 a.m. at the Village Green. Parks and Rec Commission, Wednesday, August 21st, 7 p.m., Senior Center, back room. Environmental Sustainability Committee, Wednesday, August 21st, 7:30, Senior Center, back room. Planning Commission, is Wednesday, August 21st, 7 p.m., Village Green Pavilion. I believe we've already read the National Kids Town Meeting. So Century Bike Ride, Monday, September 2nd, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Village Green Pavilion. Town meeting, Tuesday, September 3rd, 7:30 p.m., Village Green here. Town Council work session, Wednesday, August 28, 3:30 p.m. at the Town Hall. And Community Activities Committee, no meeting.
Mr. Vice Mayor, I'd like to add another event. The town has partnered with some of our partners in Bryan's Road to support a Community and Family Day on Saturday, August 10th, so this coming Saturday, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the Bryan's Road Shopping Center. So the town has donated some food to support that effort. So if you are down in Bryan's Road, please go out there this Saturday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Thank you, Councilman. Now on to citizens' comments. If you have comments, would you please go to the podium, state your name and your comment. Thank you.
Good evening, citizens of Indian Head. My name is Reverend Darrell Mason, and I'm the newly appointed pastor of Metropolitan United Methodist Church on Metropolitan Church Road. Now, before I go on, you probably know by the location that I've mentioned that our church, and Karen pointed this out to me, our church actually does not fall within the city limits or the town limits of Indian Head. However, we are your neighbors, and I'm here to introduce myself and to let you all know that we are here to partner with you. Even though we don't live within the town limits, we are your neighbors. So I just wanted to say a couple of good things. Number one, the first thing is that we as our church want to partner with you to be a part of your events. And we also want to make sure that with the community outreach and things that you're doing, like yourself, we want to reduce human suffering and we want to make a positive impact on the community. And so a couple of things I want to tell you all that we're doing. Like yourself, we have a weekend food backpack program that we do as well. And every Wednesday, we have a program called Ladies of Love, where we have a community soup kitchen as well. And we also take a part in the Share Food program. Myself, I'm a retiree of the United States Coast Guard, and I also work for the Environmental Protection Agency. So as I close, I just wanted you to know that we're here to work with you, we're here to partner with you, and I am just so happy to be a part of this community here next to the town of Indian Head. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. That soup kitchen is very well organized, very good food, and it gives those people dignity. They feel, like they can go and have a good meal and not, receive scrutiny. So thank you for all that you and your ministry does.
Hi, I'm Sheila Zata. We have an office, a business over here, Advanced Vision Systems. And this past weekend, we partnered with the town of Indian Head, and Karen just went above and beyond like she always does. And also with the MAC, and Pam Frank, if you don't know her, she's representing the MAC tonight too. And we partnered and we put together a Crabby About Alzheimer's Crab Feast. This is our third annual one that we've had. It was a blast. We sold out. We sponsored the town and everybody who participated, sponsored over 115 Marines. So that was a really good time. The other big news we have, we're hiring. We are looking for security helpers. So the only thing you need is a high school diploma. We'll give you all the training that you need. Background check. You don't have to have a security clearance. If you're able to get one, there's upward mobility, there as well, but you would need to be able to pass a background check. If anybody's interested, or if you know anybody maybe who just recently graduated from high school and really doesn't know what they want to do, see me afterwards. I'll give you my card and we'll try to get things moving along. Thanks.
Name and address.
I'm Travis, 68 Mattingly Avenue.
Thank you.
Hi. So it's great that we have a farmer's market, but nobody's coming. For the last 2 weeks, there have absolutely been no vendors. And I heard that the one guy who was bringing produce can no longer come on Thursdays. Do we know anything about what's going on with that? So
as with most things in the town of Indian Head, it is very challenging. to get the farmers market up and running took a lot of sweat equity. And those individuals have chosen to go to La Plata. My hope was that we would get some more people, but we may have to dissolve the farmers market and try again at a later date.
Okay, so second item is, I'm a member of the Matter Woman Art Center, which is over in Maubury, and a lot of people don't even know that it's there. It's a fabulous art center that does exhibits. It has open classes. It has open art center that you can come and paint and draw and sculpt and do all of these things. And it is something that they would very much love to partner with the town of Indian Head and perhaps get some promotion on the webpage, because there's really no place to eat over there, and it'd be great to support our restaurants over here by getting them, over there. So a lot of the people that go through Atlantic Kayak end up going up the creek, stopping at the art center, wandering around, and then they come back down, and we've missed an opportunity to loop them in and send them to one of our great locations here. So I would ask that the town consider partnering with Matter Woman Art Center to get them promoted. It might be some really fun things for them to do some exhibits here, get some of our youth involved in art programs. Just an opportunity.
No, I think that's a great idea to get some synergy between the two. And if they would be willing to come and do a presentation at one of the town meetings,
I bet I can get somebody to do that.
I think that'd be great to get the word out.
I can do it. All right.
Because this is simulcast on public access television, is that correct? Right. Yep, so that we can get more advertisement out. I wondered where you went. Okay. All right.
And to also add that the kettle corn, I forgot his name, but he has produce. He comes on Sundays from 10 to 2 at Clarity. So, yes. Right.
Yeah, and it's pretty sad because this is considered a food desert, right? Based on the truest definition. So we do need that, but we need both vendors, and then we need both participants, right? Well, you are diligent, and we appreciate your one body coming, but right, no problem. But any more citizen comments?
As I was saying, I represent the senior citizens down here on the Village Green, the Senior Center. We're having a fundraising dance on the 16th of this month right here in the pavilion. If anybody would like tickets, they could stop by the Senior Center anytime from 9 to 3 and pick up a ticket. There's a flyer on the table out there with the information if you'd like to pick it up. $20, and that includes the dance with the band and refreshments. Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank Karen, you had something to say?
Okay, we would like to recognize, we, back in May, as part of the, oh gosh, I just forgot the name of it. The Taste of Indian Head, sorry. There is a contest for the Miss Indian Head pageant, and this year we had 3 winners. We have a Little Miss Indian Head. Her name is Leanna Cargill, and I do not see her here. She was supposed to be here. And then we have a Junior Miss Indian Head, Alexis Johnson, who, if you were at our 4th of July event, she sang the national anthem during our patriotic kickoff. She's out of town. And we have our Teen Miss Indian Head, Michaela Jackson, here. And I wasn't supposed to be here. I was supposed to be over there. But if you wouldn't mind, would you please come up to the podium and just say hello? Introduce yourself. Let them know where you go to school and that kind of thing. Talking to the mic.
Hello, I'm Michaela Jackson. I wasn't really expecting to be talking.
You're doing great.
You're doing great.
So where do you go to school?
I go to school at Henry E. Lackey High School, and it's a pretty good school.
We all graduated from there. So.
It's a great school.
Agreed.
It's good.
All right.
Well, welcome and thank you for representing the
Congratulations.
town of Indian Head.
Yep, congratulations.
We'll see you at other events.
Any further citizens' comments?
Mr. Vice Mayor, I'd just like to say that our next town meeting is September 3rd, and it's in the evening, but September 3rd is the first day of school. So if you have children And so we have a back-to-school night where we'll give backpacks and things of that away. But if you don't have any children and you'd like to pick up some extra supplies, there's always someone who could use that. And one thing we must remember is that the middle and the end of the year, everyone gets supplies in the beginning of the year, but the middle and the end. So when things go on sale and you have a little extra money, put some supplies to the side because there'll be students who will need those supplies during the middle and the end of the year. We do not have a receptacle, but
we can do something like we do at church. We have a bin at church, and we collect every Sunday. So we can do something very similar to that at the town hall. We can put a bin in there strictly for school supplies.
Yep.
Right now, we take care of General Smallwood, so I know they need them at General Smallwood as well as Indian Head Elementary.
all right, thank you.
Okay. Any other comments? If not, Mr. Councilman, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn.